Okay there, Mr. Richardson. Mr. Odom here. I was going to make you a small video, keep it brief, I hope I do, to show you how to make these reports yourself. I sent you one I pulled that looked like it had all of the potential tests that have been completed. I'm going to show you how you can do that yourself real quick here. It's also an admin account. So first thing is I sent you this in your email. You're going to have to actually borrow this and get the login. Come up here and put her in. And you'll see that you come to a page, looks like so. Instead of going through Clever, we're going to ask you to go in this way. This will get you in as an admin with specific privileges. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to do that B Richardson dot 1422. And for some reason, it makes me type it in. It's not really good at copy and paste. Dot 1422. Your password will be capital K and then lowercase CPS 1234. And of course that didn't work. Hold on a second. B dot Richardson. Left out the dot. And I think there's a dot after Richardson before the 1422. Sorry about that, but that should do it now. Okay, and then you'll come to this screen. I don't want to save your password, but if you ever need me, I can get in as you. And then this button at the top that says Admin Tools, that's where I want you to select that one. There's not a whole lot of steps from here, don't worry. This report is pretty much accurate, but I don't put a whole lot of stock in it because there's a lot of users sometimes that are part of your list that don't use it. So it might change that, but you can go in here and look directly to find out information about StudySync by hovering over here on the left and then clicking in that tab. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so it's full size now. Okay, and you can see your name in the right corner. That means you're logged in as you. In order to find out more about this product, you could explore all you want in here. This is your own account. But you can do two things with the admin. The first thing is when you go to assignments, it'll populate the teachers' names and the tasks and who's been turning in what as you scroll down. And I think some of your teachers use more or less of the digital side. So if that was a goal that you wanted to increase, seeing more use of this digital component, I would love to support that too. But the question you asked about is assessments. So just two steps over from assignment, we go to assess, and right underneath there, you'll see a button that says reporting. Click that button and kind of start generating. And I already went ahead and made this one for you this morning. I logged in as you and ran a report, but I want to show you how I did that. Okay, and you can run them whenever you want to at your building. I just click create report. I'm just going to call this a demo. You can group it by 3 different ways. The one I made for you this morning was set up just in the teacher mode, but you could look by students also. Down here, when you do this button that says presets, it's really the best way to do the date feature. If we want to look back on the whole year, this is how I knew pretty confidently how many tests had been administered. It's kind of like fishing. We threw the net, for the whole entire year, and we caught 2 tests. And those are the tests that have been completed and submitted. And then right below it, I could choose those one at a time. Grade 9, grade 12 look like have been done by Mitchell and Way. And again, if I want to keep the teacher classification, I would come in here and I would set that up also. Groups, we're pretty well going to leave it that way so that it hits all the students, but you could differentiate differently there also. When you change it to standard, you're going to get a little bit clearer information about each question in a general way through the standard lens, or you can go one tab above it and just see exactly on each question. And really that's as complex as I get when I run one of these. You can see at the bottom, it's listing all the standards in Missouri Learning that would be covered. First thing you want to do is run it and see if you end up by going over here to export data, choose your export type. It'll shoot it down here in the corner. And essentially this will give you a report that's all of the tests that you selected before all in one document, sorted by standards. So let's see, it's pulling up now. And you can see teacher name, you can see the standard and the average correct for each standard. When I scroll over, I see Dr. Way's scores. So as more people take these tests, or if you encourage the more use of, these screeners or even the unit tests, they all populate here in the same place. So we'll close that, get back into Study Sync screen. So I'm not going to save this one because it's already up there for you. So I'm just going to close and show you that once you run these, like I'm not going to save this one because you've already done that one, or I already did it for you earlier. I'm going to click back to report list, and I know continue without saving, yes. And you'll see that your list of how many reports you make will just kind of stay here on this assessments report list. And so you're welcome to run those every so often, or even talk to me about other options or ways that we could use this to collect data. So I hope that answers your question. I'm going to upload this to YouTube and send it to you in just a couple minutes. Have a great day.